I don't tell you, when you see Mama to pay for everything now. Hey, that small thing, pay with Mama. Now the rent that the landlord won't care you for, pay with Mama. Like your transportation from motorbike, taxi, bus, keke, and rental car, pay with Mama. Oh, like gas, pay with Mama. Even in the market you want pay for better ball, you better pay with Mama. Well, you want pay for 32-inch weed, but pay with Momo. Let's see, pay for anything and everything with MTN Momo Pay. It's simple, fast, and secure. Plus no extra charge. Yes!
Dial *156*3# or download the MTN Momo app to pay for anything, anywhere in Liberia. It's simple, fast, and secure. No charges and no holla holla.
MTN.
All right, folks, let's say a pleasant good morning to you and welcome to the Lonestar MTN Hour. It's right here on Freedom 87.9. We want to apologize to our many listeners that we just can't bring you the print news today, and we promise we'll be here tomorrow.
Right.
And so we sorry for the inconvenience. However, we want to welcome you to this Lone Star MTN special right here on the biggest part on your FM band. My name is Wendell, and I'm here with Esther Daku this morning. Esther, good morning.
Yeah, you know, we just have to do it together because it's our show time, and it's good to be here on Wednesday, even though we're skipping our discussion for today, but it's good to be here. I'm Esther, and we have guest in our studio with us, like Wendell said, from Lone Star. So we're going to be talking what we're going to be talking.
And so it's a good thing for those of you who are subscribing with Lone Star Cell MTN. It's time that you get glued to your radio, jot down all of your questions to pose to our studio guests, because they have come to talk about the mobile financial services Momo loan launch. And so we're going to be getting into that. So let's get across the table. Let's go to our guests and have them introduce themselves, and then we can get the ball rolling. So in everything we do, they say woman first, right?
Of course.
So
ladies
before
before
the gentleman.
Of course.
That's right. Good morning to my listening audience, and thanks to the host for giving us the opportunity to be here today. So I am Joetta CPA. I work with Lone Star MTN, and I sit within the mobile financial services department.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir?
Yes. Good morning to the listening audience out there, and good morning to esteemed host. My name is Manju Kone. I'm the head of product and services at Lone Star MTN Mobile Money.
I mean, look there.
I tell you.
Look there, we're coming to tell you to send your
Share the
resignation in,
money.
because that voice is for the microphone. So we come in hire you from Lone Star MTN. All right, folks, it's good having you in our studio. We ourselves, we are subscriber of Lone Star MTN.
Right.
So we have some issues we're going to be raising as the program progresses. So firstly, we want you to tell us, what is extra cash?
Okay, so Extra Cash
Mhm.
is the number one digital lending service
Okay.
that we have first of its kind in the Republic of Liberia. And then this Extra Cash allows you to borrow money, allows our customer actually to borrow money and pay back within the defined or unique time frame that we have for this service. So unlike you going to the bank to take money where you need collateral, somebody to stand your bond with Extra Cash, you don't have anyone to stand as a collateral to getting this loan service. So it's actually convenient. It's just you and your phone communicating on taking this loan.
So somebody listening will want to know, what's the process? How do I access extra cash? What do I need to do to borrow some money, or get some loan from Lone Star MTN? What's the process?
Okay, so as usual, you use the star 156 hash to, buy services like if you want to buy data or minutes. So for this extra cash, you just need to dial the star 156 star 6 hash. That's the short code. If you want to go through the loan procedure, you will dial the star 156 hash. You select number 6 as the option for the extra cash. So if you're a first time user, because obviously before getting the loan, you have to be a first time user. So once you're a first time user, you select number 1. After dialing the star 156 star 6 hash, you select number 1 as extra cash. You will see it on the menu, and then there will be a prompt message that will come welcoming you for the service, and then you have to aside to the terms and conditions, because obviously if you go to the bank to get a loan, you have to align with the terms and conditions for that particular loan. So once you dial the code, you accept the terms and conditions, you will receive a message for you to, request a loan. So before requesting a loan, with the system checks your eligibility. So when we talk about the eligibility, we mark few things. Number 1, how long you've been using your number. Based on how long you've been owning this particular number, and your spend on the number. So when we talk about your spend, how well you use the mobile money, maybe to do cash out, cash in, and maybe you use mobile money to buy your data and your minutes. So based on that, then you will have a specific amount that you will be eligible to borrow. So I will give you my example. However, MTN, right? But I don't really use the ARD side, currency side. So my eligibility to credit now is 225 Liberian dollars.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I'm eligible to credit as a customer. So based on how well you spend on the mobile money service, you will be able to credit a specific amount. And the more you credit and pay back, then your credit score start to increase. But initially, we wouldn't want to give you a high amount. So for me, like I said, at first it was 150. Now it has increased to 225
and that is where I want to come in, because I was sitting in a gathering once, and somebody said, I have borrowed money from Lonestar. I paid them back the first time. I borrowed the second time. I paid them back. I borrowed the third time. I paid them back. But I just keep borrowing just fixed amount. Maybe I want to borrow $40, but then Lonestar MTN is telling me you can't borrow $40. You have to borrow $20. So why?
So
let me have Joetta there. And Joetta, thank you for laying the basis for the conversation. So we have a technology in place,
Okay.
that allow us to qualify a subscriber. So as she rightfully stated, we look at many details on our network to you say, hey, you are qualified for $1 or $2 or $3. So people use our network to make voice call. They also use it to buy to browse the internet and all those things. So we have the capability to actually analyze your spend over the period.
Okay.
So based on your spend, for example, somebody who can spend $100 on our network and somebody who can spend $5 on our network in a monthly basis, if you're giving them money, you need to rationalize your distribution. If you give the $5 man $100, what capability you think he has to pay back that $100? But if you give the $100 man who can spend $100 on your network, he equally has the capability to pay back down. So those are the logic in place. So it's actually purely technical.
Okay.
It's a technology that we use to analyze your spend over the network. So let's say, for example.
So it depends on how much you spend.
Yes. How much?
So that's the logic. Let's put it in this context. The traditional banking sector. If you should approach a bank right now to say, hey, I need to borrow $500, they'll ask you a question: how much do you earn monthly? If you say you earn $200, automatically eligible to be given $500. So we transfer this responsibility to a technology for the technology to do the analysis for us. So it will analyze all of your activities on our network, buying voice, buying data, if you do cash out, if you do cash in, if you pay for utilities, if you send money to your friend, or if you send money to your girlfriend, anybody you send money to, the technology will keep traces of all your transactions, and then end of the month and tell us, say, okay, um, he was able to spend um, $20 on the network for the period of 6 months. Based on that, he's eligible for X amount. So that's the logic or the position for which he's trying to present to you.
Okay, so can you explain the durability of or less how long can I owe if I credit? Do you have a specific timeline that I have to pay in?
Yeah, so we have three segments when it comes to that. We have the the any day loan, and we have the 7 day loan, and then we have the 28 days. So the any day loan, once you take that loan, it gives you the time interval is actually from the first to the 30th of the month, but then it allows you to pay anytime within that period. You can decide if you take the loan today, you can decide to pay tomorrow, you can decide to pay the other tomorrow, you can decide to pay within the next 10 days, you can decide to pay on the 30th. That's
Okay.
the any day loan.
Okay, so if I paid, it means I can credit again.
Yes.
Even the very day I paid.
Yes. So once you
Okay.
pay back the loan, of course, we'll allow you to credit again.
Let me come in. You
Yes.
know, they're talking about the credit here. I come in to expose myself.
Look,
So just because before you come in, I was like the any day loan, the 7 days.
Yeah.
So if you take the loan, the 7 days loan, we expect
Yeah.
you to pay back within 7 days period, and then for the 28 days, we want you to pay within that 28.
So-
so you have to decide when
yeah,
you
you
wanna
the
pay.
customer will decide which one of the time you are going for. If you're going for the any day, fine. The 7 days, fine. The 28 days, fine.
So I credited $26 on the people, right?
You using the service, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
nice.
credited $26, and I was due to pay back the $26 yesterday.
Okay.
But then I'm like, how do I pay back this money? I don't have money. How do I pay back? You know, and my worries start to increase. So it looked like somebody just knew what I was going through spiritually and said,
Look,
I gotta send some money to this guy so he can pay back the loan. And I paid back the loan yesterday.
Okay.
Immediately when I paid back the loan, I went back again.
You credit
I
that.
credited.
That's nice.
So it's a
You
I mean,
see,
even
using
if
the
you guys,
service.
even if
I'm so happy that he's a testament of this. He's using the
Yeah,
service,
yesterday,
and
yeah.
it's great.
I just
Very-
paid back yesterday, and I was able to borrow some more money.
Yes,
So
that's good.
that's a good thing. So why, if one surpasses the expiration date, what becomes of that
Mhm.
person?
Then there's a penalty to that.
What's the
so,
penalty?
So the product is actually a mimic of the banking lending. You and I, or people listening to us, are
Mhm.
aware that when you have a due date to pay your loan and you forfeit that, usually there will be a grace period to allow you to hustle around. We are all aware of the economic constraint. So for us, we give you whole 2 days to actually hustle around to pay back the loan. But after those 2 days of grace periods are exhausted, we apply a 9% penalty on the principal that you borrow on a daily basis until you can pay back the loan. So these are small amounts, and so we encourage people to actually be responsible borrowers, and it's the first of its kind. So you can imagine we're starting very small, but it has potential, you know. So
Big
meaning once our people in the country are very responsible in borrowing, the amount will increase.
So I don't know whether we jump in the rope before time, but how many times can I request a loan or for a loan?
As many times you want, but it depends on you paying the loan back. So like you said,
Mhm.
you credited and you paid, and afterwards you were able to take another loan. So you can borrow as many times depending on you being able to repay. So once you repay the loan that you took first, you can go back again and credit. And if you credit and you repay, and within that same way, you can credit over 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and depending on if you are paying the money back. So once you repay, you can go back again and take another loan.
so
So as many times as you want to.
Okay.
Yes, there's no limit.
So what I want to know concerning those who will would take the loan and refuse to pay. I mean, there are people who are bad. I
Mhm.
mean, they will take loan, months and months will go, and they're not paying. What do you do with them?
Okay, so the system, like you said, is a system that's working on that. So if you took a loan and decide not to pay,
Mhm.
I mean, the moment money hits your account, especially if you are already past the deadline that you're supposed to repay the money. The moment money hits your account, the system automatically deduct that money that you've been owing them.
Oh,
So you
Yes.
okay.
So that's why we said we have a scoring, because if I'm using I using my number, I've been using my number for over 10 years. And then maybe my credit score is around maybe 225 Liberian dollars, or maybe I'm eligible to credit 20 United States dollars. I've been using the number for over 15 years. I credited it $20 and decided not to pay. I don't think I really want to lose the number I've been using for over 15 years for 20 United States dollars.
and that's
So
where
you
I
see,
was coming.
Yeah.
okay, so
Mhm.
you see the logic.
Yeah.
So if you decide not to pay the moment money hits the account, what the system does is to deduct the amount that you've been owing
You
from
know,
them.
like my colleague said, they are bad people. You know,
Yeah, we
you go
understand.
credit, you credit, and then you take out the SIM card. You say, I won't use
You,
this SIM card again. Then you go for another SIM card.
yes.
Is there any way you can recognize that? Because I'm told nowadays you have to do your picture. It has to be attached to your number and all of that. So I credited from Lone Star now. I won't pay back that money. I said no. I'm taking all this SIM card here. I'm going to get different SIM card.
Yeah, so why it is true that we do have technology to support us in tracking people who will want to abuse the
The
platform,
system.
Hmm.
uh, but we came with a message of responsibility here.
Okay.
That is, we encourage everybody out there.
Hmm.
This service is intended to help all of us. So we should use it wisely. Should be responsible. If you borrow any amount, just pay back. The more you pay back, the money in circulation grow, and once the money in circulation grow, your threshold for borrowing will also increase. All right, so we actually encourage people to be a responsible borrower. I will give you this example of someone who was involved in this situation before. um, he had actually borrowed an amount around $50 to handle some school, I mean, to handle some personal issues, and
Hmm.
then he decided to say, okay, I will defraud the system. He went ahead and got a new SIM card. And I will tell you this: if you get a new SIM card, things are evolving in Liberia. National Identification Registry is doing a fantastic job. The government of Liberia, we encourage them.
Of course.
They are doing a fantastic job.
Mhm.
Once they complete this cycle, meaning we'll have enough data on people, and then central bank will get involved, develop maybe a credit reference bureau. So
Mhm.
meaning if you borrow from party A, before you go to party B already got some form of information on
On
you.
you.
So we encourage you,
Mhm.
please, before we reach to all those time there, let people be responsible. So back to that scenario that I was giving you. He had borrowed something around $50 and then put the SIM card away. And forgetting those, he just say, I mean, like they saying, we can say in Labrador, no man is an
All
island.
that.
One of those days again, he was stranded. So with the new SIM card, he needed a certain period of transaction to even be qualified for any
For I
amount.
know.
Okay.
And then there's the technology will set up a lien on your number to say you can run as long as you want. But anytime you come back on the network, we know you're
We
owing
know you
us,
owe the
and you have to settle that first. And we'll even put some punitive measure in place and delay you to take your loan. So he was actually stranded in this situation. He called my boss. He said, Chief, I need to borrow some money. I need to, I said, but the system here shows that you have money. He said, I'm willing to pay that money to you again. He said, no, this is system. Even if you pay that money, you're not eligible right now until the violation that you did can be settled. And he was actually stranded to pay school fees for his kids. You can imagine the kind of embarrassment he put himself through.
Mhm.
So we actually want to encourage people. Our work is, I mean, we are a technology company. Our work is to make what people can do for you, because people will have an oversight to say, okay, I need to go collect this debt. But if you tell a system to say, hey, this debt is here for the next 100 years. That system ain't got nothing. The only thing the system need are current and data. So before we reach to those embarrassing state and where you'll be actually trying to imagine if their kids were being put out of school, just simple violation they did in the past. So me, I came here with a message to tell our brand people, this service here is here for y'all. Just borrow responsibly. When
That's
you
the
borrow,
message.
you pay back. Once you pay back, plenty money there.
Okay.
So
Well, just before, I just want to do a follow-up question since you talk
go
about
ahead,
people
Esther.
being, stranded.
Mhm.
If I credit something like maybe a $10,000 and within a period of time that I'm supposed to pay, and I want to pay it small, small, do you hold it? Do you take the money small, small if I want to pay little by little?
Final question.
And can I also, what's that?
Mhm.
Can I also, take my time when I want to pay? I mean, within that period, just within that period.
Yeah, so the product is
And excuse me, how can I also know how much balance I have if I pay? Can I check it to know that okay, I pay this amount and this is the amount that I have remaining? Do I have?
yeah. So one thing that I always tell people whenever I'm discussing this product is, I mean, we had a very lengthy period of design or thought process.
Mhm.
We took into consideration all of these concerns that people will have. So the product is very, very flexible. The same way you can go and take it, you have that same flexibility to pay back even before your time. And then guess the beautiful thing about this, if you take the loan before your time, I mean, if you take the loan and pay before the time you're supposed to pay, you even pay with less interest. It's not like it's cast in stone. To say
Okay.
since you take it at 3.5 your interest or at 4% your interest, you need to pay that full 4%. No. If I pay ahead of time, my interest will be reduced and deducted.
Meaning that if I credited today
Yes.
and pay tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
that
You
1 week
pay
grace period, the interest reduced.
Reduces. So it's everything is automated. We got little or no human involvement in the solution.
Hmm.
We just do the configuration, set it up, and tell it what to do. It has been doing it very fantastic for the last 1 year. We have had some great and amazing numbers coming through. I mean, we've had some testimony online that has been so amazing. She even brought one to my attention the other day. It
Yeah.
was really
Yeah,
mind-blowing.
she graduated from vocational school, and it was extra cash that she used to pay her school fees.
Oh,
So
wow.
she was actually giving that, that achievement back to extra cash. Yes.
So let me ask you guys. I got a new SIM card today, and I want to borrow some money. Am I eligible for that?
No.
No, you're not. You have to use the same card for at least 3 months.
3 months.
Yes, 3 months.
So what if I use my SIM card for 3 months?
Yes.
Whether I recharge or not, the idea I'm gonna use my SIM card for
No,
three
when we
months.
say using it now, that means you have to be like, because we told you your eligibility is based on
How
your
much you spend?
spending. Yes.
Okay.
So you if you're just receiving calls on the same card, and you're not using the mobile money side of the same card, then there won't be any eligibility for you. So if you have the same card and you can maybe buy your minis, or probably maybe you can send money out, cash in, just do some services, transaction on a number. Yes, then within that 3 months, we say at least, so it will be above 3 months, then we'll have eligibility credit scoring for you. But if you haven't done any transaction, no. I mean, the system won't allow you to credit any money.
Okay.
Yes.
So, folks, those of you listening, this is the Lone Star MTN Hour. We have folks here from that institution telling us about how we go about this extra cash. Those of you who are subscriber of Lone Star Cell, you know that sometimes you see message on your phone, extra cash. They are telling us how we can borrow money and pay back with a little interest. So I get money on my phone, and I supposed to pay. I credited for Lone Star, but yeah, acting stubborn. I don't pay the people money back. Money on my phone, to pay back. All right. Maybe I borrowed $20 and I got more than $20 on my phone, and I'm supposed to pay back. I surpass, the expiration date. what becomes of that person?
The good thing is, like I told you, this system is very automated. We have nobody sitting there trying to do anything manually. The system, um, if you should borrow an amount of, let's say, $50, and then the system does the calculation and say your total you're supposed to repay is maybe $55, and then it happens you have $60 on your phone. It will now borrow that $60 until when the due date reaches. Once the due date reaches, it will automatically collect this 55, and your $5 is safe and it's on your phone. So that's why it will do for you.
So that person, are they eligible to go back and credit?
Yeah, I mean, you yourself did say that. I mean, you were due, and then one eye your money.
No, my own. The thing I want us to understand something, because our people listening, and these are some of the challenges we go through as subscribers. So for me, I said I borrow and I pay back. I was supposed to pay back yesterday. I did, and I credited the same day. So now this case, I got money on my phone. I pay, and you yourself you went and collected the money from there. So am I eligible to go back and credit?
Definitely, you
of
are
course.
eligible to go back and credit.
We said just
The,
pay
the,
back.
the reason the reason for which we automated this is, there are some people who didn't learn plenty hard work. If they are comfortable with us doing the collection on our own, they can just wait. Once the day reach, we do the sweep and then qualify you again.
All right, so Lone Star Sub subscribers out there,
But
those of
when you crediting a bit sweet, but the pay back sometimes you be looking at the money. Yeah, so the system and to not here, huh?
and that won't happen to me. That won't happen to me.
You want
I somewhere my gauge is low.
no, they ain't looking at the
Now
money.
looking at, I say, but then why do I get money to buy gas?
So it's simple.
Somebody told me about something about Lone Star Cell. Let me try it.
You just pay and take it
And
back.
that was the first time I tried, and
it worked.
everything worked out good for me.
Yeah, and I mean, myself who designed the product, it was actually the same way I tested the product when I took it to production.
Okay.
People were borrowing. I could hear people giving testimony and things. So one of those days I was at a workshop and needed to leave from the workshop to go home. As soon as I put the car on, I saw my gas lit. I said, "Oh, okay, I got one product. Let me go test it." I took it straight to the gas station. So this is to tell you how, or reason for which we introduced this product. We introduce it to allow you escape some difficult moments that you may have during the course of the month or week, and expecting your actual money to come. So the emphasis is still placed on responsibility. Right now, central bank has allowed us to credit up to $400.
Okay.
So if we give central bank their report over the period to say, hey, Liberians have started to exhibit responsible borrowing, can you increase this amount from 400 to 1,000? There's a possibility they will grant it. But if we start taking a product and then we throw our single away, you're doing it to your very self. You may think you're harming the product, because we know there are still good people out there who need this product. The product will live on. But you, your very self, you're harming yourself, because imagine it will take you another 3 months again to be eligible. And that 3 months, it does not even mean you're automatically eligible to your previous amount that you used to borrow. You need to put in extra work and all those things. So this is the reason why, I mean, there's no shortcut in life. You just need to exhibit the right attitude, the right composure, the right behavior, irresponsible, borrow your $10, pay back on time, and then we'll continue to qualify you more and more. So just to give you a little detail about the product before maybe you come in with the next question. So like my colleague said, we have 3 categories of this product.
Okay.
The any day loan, the weekly loan, and the monthly loan. So that's for the 3 categories. We give this amount not only in one currency. Our country is a dual currency country, so we give them the loan in both currency depending on your choice. So you can actually borrow in Liberian dollar. You can also borrow in the United States dollar. So the minimum amount we give in either of the currency, for USD we can give $1 up to 165 USD depending on your eligibility. So Liberian dollar, we can give 100 Liberian dollar up to 25,000 Liberian dollar. So this is just for start. Like I told you, central bank allow us to give up to 400 United States dollars. So if we're giving 400 United States dollars, the equivalent in Liberian dollar will be somewhere around 80,000. So that means the product has potential. It has the ability to grow, but we need to test the market first. We need to get people buy in to be more responsible, and then we'll be able to open it up small. But I can tell you, I mean, the outcome has been very fantastic so far. We hear testimony from people every now and then. Like your case with the gas incident, there are people who take it sometimes to pay for
Yes.
grocery for the house. People take it to pay for school fees, and then maybe your salary is due on the 25th. By the 23rd, 22nd, that you're already low on budget, and you need to do one or two things.
And the whole LRB operation and a TO cover. Yeah.
So you and your phone, you and extra cash, you be doing your late no noise.
No noise.
Nobody
Quiet.
coming for you. Unlike the other places, you see noise. Somebody coming.
It's 100% collateral free.
Yeah, pay my money back.
It's between
Do
you
this.
and the system.
In the system. Yeah, that's
No
the good
noise.
thing about it.
You're not filling up any paper. No manual. Nobody coming go.
But
to site visit.
yeah,
all those
you know,
things.
some of us, let me know, we in old age, some of us will quit to forget. So y'all can remind people when the
Yes.
time is approaching.
Yes, of course. You
Yeah, we
receive
do.
message.
We do send reminder.
Reminder.
Tell you, hey, this is your outstanding and it's due this day.
That man
But we-
only know
we-
how how to borrow money. He just know that code how to borrow money, but he can't read. So what happened?
So how you borrowing the money?
Yeah, but maybe somebody will
Somebody to do it for you.
yeah,
right?
somebody come and say, my man, I want borrow money. The people say you must dial star 156 star 6 hatch and blah blah blah. Can't do it for me. Let's see what is happening. Well, that person message coming and he's not to that person who taught him how to go through the process. So how do you people manage with such a person?
No, so relatively, our country is actually evolving on the level of literacy. So you find a significant number of people who are actually using the network or the service. There are people who actually read and write a little bit. So we don't have any similar case yet
It's a
where
rare
somebody
case.
is
Okay.
reporting that I'm unable to read.
Read.
So it's more like it's a self opt-in case here. So let's use the radio. I mean, let's use this opportunity to inform people too. If you get children there and they know your PIN, please, that risk.
Yeah.
Don't disclose
Yeah,
your
those
that
borrow
why
money,
it is that why mobile money PIN is a secret.
Mhm.
Keep it to yourself. Gone are those days where you need to go through the struggle to go to the bank, stay online. Everything right now can be done using mobile money. So
But-
now your PIN.
Yeah, some people can go to do mobile money and the agent will ask them, put your PIN there. They will now want to put their own PIN. They will call their PIN to the.
That's being super
wrong.
lazy.
Very super.
So anytime we go on radio stations, we encourage people to learn their PIN at heart and don't expose your PIN to any other person.
What is the danger in exposing your PIN?
The danger in exposing your PIN is more like taking your home key and give it to somebody.
For us, sir.
You can imagine the access to your home is the key, right?
Mhm.
Right.
So if I have your key, do I need to break into your house again? I'll open it
Open
with
the
P&D. The same way you're saying, open it with P&D.
And take everything out and take the one I want to
Yeah.
take from there. So that's
Wow.
what happens. If somebody knows your password, they will just act, oh, papi, let me your phone, mate. They take your phone. And whatever transaction the person does is in your name because of your phone
Phone. Yeah.
and of your password. So the person can go and take over 1,000 out from your phone. When we check in the system will say that you the one did the transaction. When I say that the person did the transaction.
All right, so we are about to go to hear from our people. Those of you who are subscribers with Lonestar MTN, we have the folks in our studio. Any question you want to ask, please let it be on what we are talking. If you have any other thing you want to talk about, save it for another day. But we're talking about extra cash today. This other conversation is about extra cash. If you want to borrow money, you want to know the process to borrow money. That's why the guys are here telling us. So we're about to go. This is not a political show, please. This is about a GSM company. This is the Lonestar MTN Hour. And we are about to go to the phone lines to hear from you. But before we do, Esther, can you please read out those comments? Let's hear from our people, and then we can start to take calls.
Thank you. We have Kaka Bar says he's watching. We have Josephine Satya Amwa Mensah. She says I'm watching. We have Ruth Payne is watching. She says wow. And we have Diana Tendis says good morning from my end. I'm following you from my residence in Manhattan, New York City. Thanks for the show, and this is very good for our people. Thank you. Herbert Atta says, I have unexpired data bundle for MTN. Okay, that's not interested in that one.
Interested.
And let's see if we have more. Here we have, let's see this one. We have Henry Tito Jr. says, good morning. I'm watching from my residence in Caldwell. Thanks for the program. We have Abel. Abel Singer says he's watching. We have Abraham Clark says I'm watching. We have Tinan Royal Prince says you're not small woman, yeah, Joetta Pay. Being as that's pay. Proud of you, my darling. And we have Sister Joetta Pay, I'm following you. And then we have watching from Kingsville
Thank
City
you, everyone.
outside of Monrovia. We have Ma Asata Sons is following from South Korea, and I think we have T Max Zigaber. We have T Max Zigaber who says good morning, Freedom FM. I'm watching from District 13, Battery Factory. These are all of the comments we have.
Okay, so callers, what are your concerns? It's time to post your question to our studio guests 0776 104 104 0886 500 104. The female line is 0770 297 016. Call in and make your contribution. Let's hear from you. What you want to ask? You can ask your question now. Let's take our very first caller. Good morning.
How you doing, sir?
Well, I'm fine, thank you. Your name and where you joined the conversation from?
Sonja, and I'm calling from Planavik.
Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I got a recommendation, right? Like the extra cash, right? For example, like you own the one who does this, some folk in credit, and then they don't have money, and they have to be down to pay, and then most likely most of us are now working like credit, like when we get money we repay, like sometimes your credit you don't have the money to pay at that moment, and then when we pass without person, so we adding that debt, and then when you get big down and you don't have you just you will like you I'll not pay. Why I want to start with this my so you when phone credit like I credit 500, when the jury is like $50 I want the injury to be like constant. Only that $50 there, at least when the person get money to pay, but the person get part like for the month. And so I think when the person say wow, the police they will not pay. I think that will be a reason why more people are not paying the loan. But we have to be realistic. So that's
Thank you very much. Let's take another person. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Good morning. Welcome to the Lonestar MTN Hour.
Yeah, my name is Alfonso.
Go ahead, Alfonso. You calling from where?
Yeah, from Tuala.
Okay, let's hear you, Alfonso. Go ahead.
Yeah, the extra cash now, my bank credit from Lonestar. They started with me with $250, and they carry out to $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I bank credit $2,000. Then the last time I credited $2,000, I paid. Yeah, but right now, Lonestar telling me now I'm eligible to borrow $1,500. So take me off net down.
Okay, thank you. I think the guys got your concern. Thank you. Let's take another person.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah, you are live on Lonestar MTN Hour. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Joseph Coleridge. I'm a taco rider.
I do join you from Asmore Street.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so one thing I want to say on is the escort cash actually the airport because one of the things I make the escort cash to the airport, you determine when we pay and within the time you pay, even if you get money on your phone, so that will not be for you. So that one of the things I make it, one of the things I made the escort cash to be different from other people home. And another thing I wanted to say, so the show that you own like Lonestar show, so I think you don't call on no more. That Lonestar no more you call. Yeah, I think you because we Lonestar people, our can be getting with the people in our criminal companies. Yeah.
No, you don't refer to other people
Sorry.
like that.
Okay, sorry, I would take it. I would take it back.
You know, I think your recommendation is quite in place. Since we are having just the Lone Star folks here, I think we should only use their number. I think. Thank you very much to you, the caller, but please, next time you gotta watch your language. All right, so we will use just what the caller said. The Lone Star line 0886 500 104. All right, let's talk to this person. Hello, 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 hello. You call on a live talk show. You got to speak out. Hello. Don't waste our time, man. You think you're talking to your girlfriend? Yeah. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. How are you?
Well, I'm all right. I just, I want to,
You what?
thank you very much because I wanted a subscriber
Mm-hmm.
and they can wait.
You have to shift a little bit. You're coming in broken.
I'm one of the subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
I've been borrowing money. Even yesterday, I borrowed money. But sometimes my hook can still long because I have to wait for my pension. However, they can add interest as soon as I put it on my out. So I want to tell them thank you. It's a very good thing for young people that they continue.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah, we how you doing?
I'm fine, Masisi. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Your studio gets this morning. Well, when that like you get police work. And a lot of people say, oh, you can't read there, you want getting money. No, everybody can read my brother and sister, you see. I want to ask that. What of these people that give bills can get it for Lonestar?
What she said?
Okay. Your question will be answered. Just be by the radio. They got your question. Just be by the radio. They will answer you. Thank you.
What is that?
All right.
She's saying something.
She wants to know whether the business people are also eligible to credit.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you, sir. Your name and where you join us from?
Yes, Anthony. I'm calling from Makati.
Go ahead, Anthony. What's your question?
Yeah, I have a question. I'm one of your subscribers. I credited Liberian dollar, 5 something, and I'm receiving money on my U.S. account. So all I thought that the U.S. dollar is there. I'm going to, or they are going to deduct the U.S. dollar. It being there, each time account is still the same. Check my account is still the same. So I don't want. The people don't want to take their money.
Okay.
Why is it happening that way?
Okay. Thank you. I think the guys, they got your concern is well taken. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm fine. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you join us from?
Sorry, this is Amadou. I'm in the hospital.
Go ahead. Let's hear you, Amadou. You want to take part on the show?
Not really.
Okay. You can find time to call us back. Right now, we on the show. We can entertain any other call beside what we are discussing. This person. Hello.
how you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, Prince, I'm going around here.
Go ahead, Prince. Let's hear you.
I really appreciate Lonestar for this big initiative for we the youth. I mean, I'm eligible to credit now. I mean, I was just I usually do mobile money, but in USD. Sitting in Lonestar, send them that you don't need to I'm eligible to credit, but I didn't take this serious one time. So let me just sit and try one. Try it. Eligible to credit now USD. I was like, wow. So up to that time, I've been used. So now I'm credit $15. I want to take Lonestar. Thank you for this.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. We have 5 more minutes to go, so we can take any more calls because of time. Right. The callers, one person called and said he was given 2,000, but now it has been reduced from 2,000 to 1,005. And you listen to some other callers' recommendation and suggestion. So let's go back to you, our studio guest. Let's hear from you in the next 5 minutes. Then we call it a day. All right. So the guy said
there was
they
a
got
caller who asked whether
business people.
Yes.
What are they are eligible to?
they are eligible. I
Okay.
mean, she's as how for doing her business, she's a customer and she used the mobile money to do a regular, transaction. So yes, she's eligible to take the loan.
So the other man say Lone Star says he must credit 2,000, but go check again. They say 1,005. Why that deduction?
No, so for him,
Reduction. I'm sorry.
For him, his case is unique. We need to be sure to understand what happened because there's a possibility maybe he delay on one of his payment and then will realize that okay, maybe the 2,000 might be plenty for him. So we say okay, to safeguard him, because it's a logic in place to safeguard him based on the past or historical payments that were easier for him. We say okay, but let's carry him back to see if he able to pay that one comfortably. Maybe we can carry him up.
Maybe the 2G will kill him, my man.
And so everything is possible. But if he stay of the opinion that the 2,000 are something he can comfortably pay, then he please call our hotline 111 or let he call 3734, and then we will be glad to support him.
Okay.
And then so on the other side of one of the guys saying he
money, the other
USD,
guy,
so like I told you, there's no human interference in this. We set up a logic to handle this. So if you borrow in Liberian dollar and you need to pay in Liberian dollar, we don't want to get caught in conversions, because that one has sticky conversation already. To say, oh, I borrow $500 and that $500 they may get your own rate. Maybe they may also say, oh, my rate is supposed to be 200, and those I say, oh, the rate is supposed to be 205. We won't get into order or input. So ask him, please, chief, just put Liberian dollar on your Liberian dollar wallet so that you do your transaction. And if you think you are comfortable in using USD, the options are always there. Just continue taking it in USD.
Okay.
But we will not get involved with cross FX deal. It's not actually something that.
So what's the code if I want to borrow? What do I do? What's the code I need to dial?
The code is the short code is *156*6#. So that's a short code. If you want to go through the loan process, that means you have to dial the *156#. The options will drop. You select option 6, and then you go through the requirements. So if you select option 6, the next option that pops up on your phone will be extra cash, which is number 1. You select extra cash. Once you select extra cash, another pop options will come where you will see credit loan or pay by loan. So if you credited and you want to repay, you select option 2 for repayment. I think option 3 on the menu is to see your mini statement. So if you want to check your balance, you can also check. So the short code remains *156*6#. And if you want to go through the loan procedure, like I said, you just add the *156. You should follow all of the different options that will pop up.
All right. So is there anything we didn't talk about you want to close up with just in 30 seconds?
I think we touched base on everything basically. So while we are leaving, we will keep emphasizing on one word, that is responsibility. We actually want our customer to be responsible because this service is reliable and secure, and it's here to help you. I mean, and when you have some hitches in your maybe your personal life or whatever you want to do. So extra cash is actually here for us, and we just want each and every one of you listening to us out there to just be responsible and enjoy the service. The reason why the team in mobile money keep bringing these products and services is for our customer to consume it and to consume it responsibly. So we want to say thanks to our listening audience, and let's keep using mobile money for all of our transaction.
Your name again?
So my name is Joetta CP. Thank you for hosting us today. Yes.
How your view position and the
How your
project?
position?
And I'm the current project lead.
Okay. The current project lead of
Yes.
Lonestar Cell MTN.
Mobile money service.
mobile money service. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I just want to say thank you for hosting us. I think Joetta pretty much said everything. We want to encourage people to be responsible. Just to give people some of the insight, for the month of May, we had over 103,000 Liberians that are plugging into our system to use this platform. So you can tell you 103,000. That is bigger than all of the commercial banks combined
Mhm.
in the month of May. So the product has potential. It can only get better. But when you take your lay $5, $10, $20 up to 165, just pay it back in time, and then we continue to do more business. So mobile money continue to be here to make life easy for our people. Gone are those days when people used to stay in queue to do all of the transactions. You can be way in America, you send money to your friends and family. We are the first to do all of those things.
Mhm.
We've done those amazing work, and we'll continue to do many, many amazing work. We have some fantastic products coming up.
Thank you.
We just
Okay.
want to encourage our customers to stay tuned, follow our social media page just to learn more about the product. So the code is *156 *6#. Thank you for the opportunity.
Your name, sir?
My name is Manju Kone.
Manju Kone.
Yes, sir.
All right. So,
Thank you. So
folks.
before we go, I saw my business. She's my business, and she actually commented. So I saw your comment, business. Thank you so much.
All right, folks, on that note, this is how we conclude this interview with our folks from Lone Star Cell MTN. The process is very easy. Just follow all of the instruction given to you by them. We'll be here another time to talk Lone Star Cell MTN. Until then, take care of yourself. Do have a pleasant midweek.